sure it's part of the strategy.
Most certainly is. But for the time being, we haven't had themselves any opportunities just yet. It's the Arch play first out of HellRaisers, and they're going to be able to manage their way into CT spawn. It's going to be a question whether or not they want to clear this player out of library first, or if they just, fixate on Buster, but he's already starting to bite back. He's managed 2 headshots, and Kickert then comes in from behind with Prison by his side. That's now just down into Woxic and Bondic. So HellRaisers taking a hard L here in the pistol.
Absolutely. It can be really crippling to have T's run past you into CT spawn without getting a kill, but obviously Buster stays calm.
We've got the coffin smoked, and that's going to put these 2 CTs behind first oranges. Trying to play a bit of a bait and switch here, whereby you wouldn't expect both to be behind the same boxes. And Angel, he tries to go charging into spawn. Fitch easily meets that as Buster burns one alive, so a 5v3 is looking good for them. Does the setup pay off? It most certainly does. 2 kills from Kickert, but also a double off Issa. This is clearing CT spawn first. Here's the movement off Banana. There's a little disjointedness between the CTs, and the trade's not there. Jane can't hit it, so the op belongs to Issa.
It should have been one that went their way, but it's very clear why it didn't.
Ooh, nice readjustment there from Woxic. Slight movement, catching Jane. He tries to go for that more aggressive stance. Last round we saw him just show presence and not commit to a peek. Well, this time he goes for that commitment, and it immediately costs him. Could immediately cost AVANGAR the momentum they established here on the beginning of the game.
For this to fall apart, and now with that smoke up at Arch, I think Fitch will probably be the man behind it to make sure that nobody's doing anything too fishy. But again, with 3 players left up, it's going to be tough.
CZ down first. It's the man inside of the bomb site, and that immediately calls the save here for AVANGAR.
Already economically busted off of these 2 rounds, so really strong start here for HellRaisers to recover after losing the pistol and following anti-eco. But not only that, the job's not done. Kicker last man left alive versus 4.
So I feel like the AWP is a big piece of their strats. And obviously that's 2 snipers now down since the gun rounds got rolling.
And there it is. Are looking to aggress quite quickly, but the flash goes out behind him, and then they start the peek.
Right, they're making a lot of noise though, so Deadfox, he's aware of this presence as he rounds the corner, only to die to Fitch, who then follows up onto Woxic. That's good. You've taken down one of the heavier hitters and the IGL.
Sugarcoat it. HellRaisers, very low % chance of being able to pull this back. Buster gets taken down on the B site, leaving just 1 alive, who makes his presence known by throwing a smoke down.
So Kickert's just trying to play an off angle. Could spam to deny plant. Issa unaware as to where he's at. So it's an easy 2-piece from Kickert. If you're Kickert, do you think you've really cracked Angel? We'll see if he can crack the defense. Jamin Fitch's setup now revealed, and Fitch falls off to safety. Jane still locks it down. And that right there is a 3K. The plan goes to a T.
That was a fantastic hold. The Arch player moving back towards Moto, and then the lane guy being able to pick up Arch when that happens. And here's Buster to get, I think, a spam kill down Banana. Don't know, might have been through a smoke as well.
Well, he's looking to cut them down at the knees if they do come sprinting out, but they're gonna have to go sprinting around. Arch side, their route. And it's straight into Jame. First shot, first kill. I like that he's not playing this too risky, knows he has the safety of teammates around him, so make sure you use that. Make sure you make the most of your protection, your bodyguards. But a curious kill, because now Bondic can have confidence that Arch is open in terms of being safe. Now the bomb's still going to be down outside of Balk. However, they've spotted another target over towards Pit. Krisen doesn't want to die because then you put all the pressure on the Opper. This was a round where Bondic had the only gun, so it's appropriate he's now removed. However, Issa gets the kill, the trade straight back. Is there enough time for him to jump up and plant? It doesn't seem likely, but it's going to be close.
Oh my God.
It is going to be close.
Oh, no time. And my goodness. Buster's in a critical spot. He's got a teammate behind him. I don't know if it's throw a flash, but he's got to take the brunt of this action and goes 1 for 1. Is that good enough?
Well, Deadfox looks to make it 1 better, but the smoke should slow things down. Boiler-sided A setup work out fantastically for AVANGAR. If they can hit the tail end of this walk away from HellRaisers, then that's something else. You know, you get that confirmation and maybe Jane gets into position fast enough. Kicker can sure enough trade frag with mid, but there's another player coming right downwards. It's Krisen into the face of the Opper. Now they have, of course, an absolute certainty that the bomb is heading A. But By losing that player and not having anybody else to peek, it's off of Kicker that they're going to have to confirm this. So he holds off in the corner, a position that goes unchecked all too often. He sprays down two, both headshots for Kicker.
And Issa has an interesting boost. Is going to need to wait for the cycle of the smoke to grant him this vision, and Buster does get caught off guard. 15 health left over.
Puts the flashbang high, just kind of wants to mark the end of that gun duel. It's him and James. Just the MP9 in terms of automatic gunfire. Another Molotov at the feet, so either they have to start shaving off HP, announce themselves by extinguishing it with the smoke, or really, really leave this down to the wire. But we've seen them do that before. Krizen tries to extend into the open, and that's what's going to cost them. Still, we're watching the T's pick up a couple entry frags. It's Issa and Angel with the opening three. They've done enough to at least get this bomb planted, and while that is a victory in and of itself,
So far away from the other site that your teammates need to do a good job of at least delaying common spots to use as a nade dump for the T's. But you gotta like how AVANGAR getting in their faces. However, Woxic is fully prepared this time with a couple of good headshots.
Yeah, it's traded by Buster, the last line of defense towards B. And I like that he's actually not fallen off. He's seemingly confident, although he's gotta be cautious. Dead Fox was ready, but Buster's better. And because of that, we're back into the 3v3.
Gotta take their time, get close for the explode, avoid any counter grenades.
Molotov to the feet of Krizen, so he's going to be able to pick himself up one. Caught fumbling his guns, however. Now they're going to try to go for the plant, and Buster reveals himself. That's a pickup from AVANGAR that comes off one M4. It's all you need, Lon. And now, even though we're at the minute 30 mark in this one, HellRaisers have one smoke, one flash.
Yeah.
Execute's not going to be really a piece of the puzzle. It's going to have to come down to those entries. They need to be swift, rapid, and not costly.
Going with what works here, where they were able to bully their way into A, assuming that there was a passive setup. Fitch might have a good nade on his hands.
Nice.
That's right at the feet of our player here at top mid. Any of their own, and they didn't get much information at top mid either.
If Buster can get that Molotov down, then they either run right through it, but at this point it's open for the taking, so sure enough, they're going to charge. If, of course, there's even teammates to join, because bomb's been dropped. Angel with a second, but it's all been swapped thanks to Kicker. Krizen, sure enough, catches one. And the man advantage still belongs to AVANGAR, but Woxic's going to change that. With a scope up towards spawn, he has created enough space for HellRaisers to plant. But he wants a little more, and he's going to get it. It seems as though it's just going to be the exits. Not playing for the win launders, but rather giving HellRaisers their fifth. It'll come with another cost, and he'd love to grab the op. Should be blown forward, in fact.
Yeah, he should be fine no matter what. Make sure he doesn't go into spawn, which is pretty smart of him to do. And then, yeah, goes ahead and picks up the op, so.
Got the heavy artillery here in the round. And we already have HellRaisers picking up this pace. They're going to try to disrupt and take middle. They find Fitch first. Now that's going to tell them there's just pistols in play. They have yet to run into the bigger guns. And if they take them down swiftly, that's one thing. So it's very effective that they trade straight away versus James. Krizen as well, another casualty, and Kicker ejects from the bomb site.
AVANGAR just looked to save. And now we're going to move into the last round.
Ooh. Oh, it's a decoy. I thought that was the world's most elaborate smoke, but instead let's fixate on that. James, the only weapon for AVANGAR here in the final round of their CT side, picks up a headshot.
To gamble considering their lack of overall weapons. They can't even recover that gun that James got.
James taking himself another one, and this is all you need. Just one of these 4 pistols to pick up a kill. Don't put all the job on James, although it seems he's happy to take it. 3 frags for him, Angel the last man up, and he has as many players to kill as to have already gone down versus HellRaisers. And what he doesn't have is all too much time. Down into the last 30 seconds, plant included. So let's empty out the utility, try to disrupt the man in pit and fixate on the kills himself. James, first to fall, but Kicker trades.
He understands when he does need to move a bit faster than other times, although he is not without problems, but none of us are.
Very true. Right now it's AVANGAR facing the biggest problems because Kicker's dead and Fitch soon to join him. That 9-6 score could all be in question if they can't pick up this pistol, and that's one of the stats we really wanted to hammer home. In fact, seeing them win that first pistol was a bit of a shock.
And this is the most strenuous of them, the pistol round in the second half, but without Buster having an insane round from a pretty powerful spot. Down 2 players.
James, lucky to still be alive. But Woxic's just putting in those last final touches.
I think this is a result I want to see. I want to see the score get evened up because I feel like both teams, again, have a lot to show. And it feels like Banana control on Inferno has been really ironed out. You know, it's optimal for Ts and CTs.
deadFox not traded right away. In fact, Bondix also caught. That's so crucial for Bust. You know, this has been called out. You can see Krizen quite thorough in clearing his corners. Woxic knows he's coming. So sure enough, there's the blind side. He can upgrade into the AK. Has to do it swiftly because Kickert's ready to watch. I don't think there's anyone behind them, but oh, are they ever wrong.
And quite a lot of presence, and yeah, Fitch is going to punish him for it. The lurking hauls from early on. And the trades are pretty favorable. It's actually just Fitch to go down as well. So that's a big round for HellRaisers. They get nice and close, and then they squeeze. And here it's just the snake entirely going up Banana, but Bondic going down early and deadFox being spotted is not a good sign for HellRaisers.
No, they will slither into it. And deadFox has not stopped a single thing. Sure enough, frag sails over, dealing a little bit more damage, but
you can't even feel comfortable getting into construction if you're a player from A. You've got to really slow it down so much. These are the rounds that you get to see how good a team actually is. These are the ones that you dry run, prepare for, talk about.
Oh, they're going to find themselves a little bit of timing here through the smoke. Sure, Bondic can do the exact same thing, and the gunfight's going to continue to roll. Apartments is trying to draw them into the op of Woxic.
Ooh, just going for the peek right away. No one to double peek with them. It's not easy to flash, so, you know, there's not too many safe ways to do it. There might be an engagement in CT spawn.
We're also here at the bottom of Banana. deadFox busted wide open. Bondic also then falls. Buster with another crucial 2K on Banana. This one doesn't come off the start of the round, Launders.
AVANGAR even have a bouncer here in Krizen to make sure that nobody from A can make it over to the other side of the map. And Woxic hits a pretty nice shot, but James also spotted a player here. I think he really did see them. And oh my God, goes out for the very calculated peek. Swings right into the loving arms of Issa, who will happily take him out.
Yeah, that would have really made a difference, I think. Because, I mean, at HellRaisers, they're going from saving 3 guns.
Here we move into round 22. Angel takes a little bit of a peep at mid, and Kickert has moved out in between a couple of Molotovs into smoke.
Yeah, but so much Molotov damage that the frag flies forward right after the fact, and that is the 5v4. deadFox duels, sees the Molotov fly forward, so you know there's still something here from AVANGAR. But AVANGAR know nothing, other than the fact that Banana is fully under the control of HellRaisers. Bondic baits a kill for Woxic. That's not even fair.
Incredibly long saves, knowing that they can't win just because they understand the value of taking guns into the next round.
Nice solid utility too. Ooh.
That's a solid tag.
Yep.
Oh, is he going to pop right into it? A little whack-a-mole going on here.
Oh, he's got a player to jump above as well. You can see Woxic kind of unsure.
It's hard for the CTs to come back and get information. It also seems like they're not going to be very proactive about it, meaning that AVANGAR are going to have the space they want to go with these contact explodes that they love doing.
Bondic's boosted up, fully displayed out onto the open. deadFox reveals himself off of coffins with, again, some further damage, but both these CTs so susceptible to nades. One of which already down for the count. deadFox tries to deny the plant, and as he softens up another target, it's Angel to come charging through, but then he stops. Get that confirmation, figure out where exactly AVANGAR are off to. But Angel takes the forefront. deadFox will be able to get himself one. Now it's James traded, and it's a clutch for Fitch. He's got the back turn. He's got the round of the board.
Well, deadFox here at top Banana, but no crack in the smoke. Wants to throw that a little bit deeper so that he could abuse it, but there's no tease to pose as a target anyways. However, Woxic,
both of which capable of picking up kills, but this time it's HellRaisers. Good job, deadFox. He's lost a significant amount of duels over on that B-bomb site, so it really would be an opening for AVANGAR if they do head that way.
But the part of the story that stat doesn't tell you is how much bringing guns into the following round helps out. However, James, the threat, who tried to recycle an attempt at the AWP, gets killed by Woxic one more time at mid. Utility plays into this because now Kicker can't go for another peek. They're much lower on flashes than HellRaisers are, so they don't have much time to, or many opportunities to grab that. Somehow, Krizen finds a golden opportunity.
Right, just extends the perfect moment. Finding Angel. Now Issa takes his place for one frag and then some. 30 seconds. Bondik's getting curious right into the scope of Kicker. He anticipates the walkout. So Woxic, what are you made of? 6 HP and 3 opponents just suffocating him on the A site. No surprise he falls.
And Dead Fox, is he going to get flanked here by the CZ? It looks like Kicker, it's not going to move too quickly. Take him out as well.
But at least there's nice utility. I do like that because it allows for you to duel here towards Banana. If you don't have utility, then Banana belongs to your opponent. Enough utility, too. I mean, there's a double smoke, double Molotov for HellRaisers. They are keeping themselves composed, but James luckily has Kicker by his side. The two of them combine in order to take HellRaisers back by 1. And that, in and of itself, is enough for the rotation, but Woxic hits a headshot. That is undeniably crucial. Bondik, however, a second time launders, gets caught getting aggressive. So Kicker's calling this very well. He's anticipating these walk-ins. And as he gets there, he puts down the flames. But James, the same. And now AVANGAR will have a 3v1 as they walk in. Just the CZ meant to be a defense. He's hiding behind a pillar. And when that's your strat, you know it's not meant to be. 7 seconds as AVANGAR pulls off this plant. Woxic actually almost stops it, but he does still pick up 2. He is already on the footing. Krizen cuts it down to just Issa, and he's already even closer. Tapping it 1 to elicit the peek.
Ooh, look at that.
And Krizen's gonna play this cool. Issa now unsure as to which way it's coming. Krizen still with ice in his veins.
He's not even gonna peek.
He's just looking to buy enough time. Issa does not have the kit, and Krizen's got the kill. It's AVANGAR Map 1.